to cut everybody off. Like that.
I don't think I'll fight. That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man said he's a joke.
She aged like cheese.
You got
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.
What up? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Get up in this Twitch real quick. I ain't got no snack, but we finna goddamn.
What's happening, JJ?
What's going on?
Man, yeah, what's happening? What's going on? What's good? Trying to make sure everything all loaded up. So, got one more day of Mr. Hurts up here, and then we're gonna have to move on to something else. Oh man, first of all, how you feeling, brother? How was your Valentine's Day?
Shit, I had to work.
Same.
Both
Same.
jobs at that. But I mean, other than that, you know what I'm saying? It was straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, that's good, brother. That's good, brother. Me and my daughter made pizza, bro. Made pizza.
Made some good old, made some pizza pie.
She was heavy-handed with the sauce, though. I ain't like it. She was heavy-handed with the sauce and the cheese, and I'm just like, this ain't gonna turn out good for me.
And cheese gonna be heavy-handed with everything. If you make Kool-Aid with them, they're gonna be heavy-handed on the sugar. They're gonna be heavy-handed on the jelly. Then the peanut butter jelly ratio ain't gonna be the same. You let kids make anything, they're gonna be heavy.
It wasn't ratio. How was y'all Valentine's Day, chat? How was your Valentine's Day? Man. Inside man. Yeah, listen, that I'm on green drink tonight, so we gonna clear all that out. Make it rain. It's nasty. Anyway,
yeah, because soup and soda is just. Excuse me.
Yeah.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah, that's like that gotta hurt your stomach. A hot bowl of food and in a spicy beverage. Sounds like a lot going on. But without further ado, we know that y'all here. Tonight we are discussing Inside Man as we continue our Black Directors of the Month. We got one more week. So hey, well, all right, it's after we introduce the show. Anyway, What's up, everybody? We'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Popcorn and Beer Podcast. I'm your host, Rashad.
And I'm the King MOE, aka Muhammad Ali. And on behalf of everybody who could not make it tonight, go ahead and get into it, man.
Yep. Got to bring Big Willie and the twins.
And the twins.
I know what I wanted to ask you. So do you think like it's a crazy like parallel that the same director directed Boys in the Hood and Baby Boy?
Was it F. Gary Gray?
No, both directed by John Singleton.
Gary Gray the
Yeah. But what is known as overall as a hood classic in Boys in the Hood, you get mixed feelings about Baby Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat there and I wondered for a second, like, why? Like, this is why. Yeah, I don't know. But yes, Chrissy, Spike Lee, he doesn't always get his flowers. Spike Lee has been very vocal on certain things that, some people find that he shouldn't be vocal on, so he doesn't get the praise and the accolades that he deserves. But Spike Lee is a really great director. He has a lot of hits, not just black hits, but he has a lot of hits in general. A lot of people forget that he directed Malcolm X. Black Klansman was an amazing film. It was a weird film. I actually went back and watched Chirac not too long ago, and I was not prepared for that movie.
I still ain't seen it.
Yeah, I was not prepared.
You talking about Nick Cannon Chirac?
Yes. Nick Cannon was in Chirac. Don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, this movie stars Denzel Washington and my man Chewet Ejiofor. It's hard to say his name. You gotta clear all the saliva out your mouth to say his name.
Clive Owen, Jodie Foster, William Dafoe, Ken. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I feel like he was in an X-Men movie.
Are you talking about Ken Lewine?
Yeah.
He played in a few things, actually. He played remember what's his name? Remember Zhao? What he said? Put your gun down. Fight me like a man. That's him. Yeah. He also he played in what was it? He was in Old. He was in Old. He was one of the he was the I think the guy that was married to the black woman in Old. Or something like that. And then also he was in one of the X-Men movies. I can't remember which one. Anyway, so you basically have this situation where one day a bank gets robbed. And it's done in such a way where you think they're being extremely, and I think like that's one of the great ways of storytelling that Spike Lee did this, because it's not just, oh, let's rob this bank. Like, it was set up from beginning until end, and you kind of see things unfold, and throughout the movie you'll see like little tidbits of things unfolding between the bank robbers and the hostages. And then, towards the end of the movie, you come to find out that some of the hostages were part of the bank robbery, but they didn't necessarily steal anything. Well, they didn't steal anything big. They ain't steal no money, which is wild. But it starts off because Denzel's character is accused of taking money from a drug bust.
Like 140,000.
Yeah. Taking money from a drug bust. And basically he's like, man, look, I'm on a short lease right now. I can't be doing nothing crazy. I gotta chill out. So he's sitting there and he gets called to the show as Mr. Etuffor says in the story. And they have to go to the bank. And at the bank, the robbery is already in progress. They don't really know what's going on. He's going in as basically a negotiator, Negotiator is a great movie as well. But he's going in as a negotiator, and the main character is basically kind of setting everything up, telling everybody what to do, and played by Clive Owen, which he was actually a really good character too, man.
Absolutely.
Like, I think everybody in this played like their role really well. I forgot Jodie Foster was in this. But like, if you ever seen Jodie Foster in anything action wise, she gets busy.
She's up. She
gets busy. So
yeah, because the movie starts with Dalton Russell being interviewed in jail. Right. So the way Spike Lee lines this movie up is the robbery has already happened. Everybody who needed to be locked up was locked up. Dalton in particular. And he's like, listen closely to everything I say because I don't like to repeat myself and I choose my words wisely.
Right.
So you meet him right off bat, and then the movie backtracks to Detective Keith Frazier and his right hand man. They having a conversation in the office, and like you were saying, Rashad, he was like, hey, somebody had asked him to do something, and he was like, hey man, I gotta chill right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of on thin ice because I got this pending case that they're trying to say I had something to do with it, but I didn't. So I'm still trying to clear my name from that. So then the captain was like, hey, it's a robbery in progress right now. We need you to pull up. And Denzel was like, hold on, bro. Like ain't I'm like in timeout? He was like, hey, I'm throwing you a bone.
Do you want to go in that?
You feel me? Do you want to go in that? So he like, all right, bet. I'm pulling up. So basically what happens is the group of thieves, they dress themselves up as painters to gain access to the building. How much painting needs to be done on the inside of a bank is beyond me. So they go in there, they knock the cameras, they lock the doors, they start getting busy. And it's a lot of people in this bank. It's a lot of people. So I
don't know what day it was. It had to be like what days bank usually get busy? Like like Thursdays, I'm sure.
Like Wednesdays, Thursdays,
Mm-hmm.
like midweek when people start getting their checks.
Yeah, it had to be like a Thursday.
So initially, before security is breached, they show a whole bunch of people standing in line, all from different walks of life, different personality types, different people, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Regular day at the bank, nothing crazy. And boom, next thing you know, the doors is locked. They done up choppers on everybody, get on the ground, start third, yada, yada, yada. And Denzel and Bill are on their way to figure out what the hell is going on. So initially, a random cop was walking down the sidewalk, and a couple walks past him, and the man turned to the cop and was like, "Hey, it's some smoke coming underneath the door of that bank." So the cop looked down and was like, "Oh shit, what the hell going on?" So he immediately getting on the radio, and you know what I'm saying, trying to call it in. And Buddy came out the front door and was like, "Hey,
put the blicky on.
I got hostages in here. If you call anybody over here, I'm gonna start sending dead bodies out through the front door."
But see, what's crazy about that, man, is like, wouldn't that be like a red flag to you though? Because it's like if
Buddy coming out the front door,
them telling like them being like, "Oh well, if you call somebody, you know what I'm saying, like we're gonna start doing the thing," you know, because it's like, you know, he gonna call somebody. It's his job to call somebody,
right? He's not going to
not call somebody. Yeah.
He's not going to not radio it in and call for backup,
right?
Because there's too many. I mean, law enforcement is supposed to preserve life. That ain't that what Alonzo told Jake? Gotta hate him.
Hey, Jake.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to get called.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody, I don't think nobody has ever made plans to rob a bank and thought, we gonna get in and get out before law enforcement even show up. It just don't work like that. Did your screen freeze, Kat?
I'm back.
Oh yeah, using the sucker. So the bank is in the process of getting robbed, and then it cuts to Christopher Plummer's character, Arthur Case, who is basically
getting
exactly what his position was.
He was the bank owner. So he owned like a few banks.
So his reception.
You know what's insane, bro? It's crazy because when you think like a cast like this, you really don't think like somebody like William Dafoe would get left behind. But William Dafoe is playing such a minuscule character in this. Is crazy.
He was a little racist, but hey,
a little bit. Boy, all these cops was racist, boy. He was man. The black one. The colored.
So
a little Negro boy.
Arthur Case's receptionist goes into the office to let him know, hey, your bank on XYZ address on this street, the one on this side of town, is currently in the process of getting robbed. Yep. So and this is where the movie kind of takes its first, I don't want to say a turn, but it was like one of the first thought-provoking moments in the movie, because he doesn't get nervous and stressed about the status or the well-being of the bank itself. He calls Jodie Foster's character and was like, hey, this is my situation. My bank on XYZ Street is getting held up right now, but peep game, and just between me and you, just don't leave this room.
Mm-hmm.
Got a safety deposit box. There's something very valuable in there to me. I need you to work your magic. Get what I need you to get out of that box. I don't care what happened to the hostages. I don't care what happened to the money. I don't care if the building go up in flames. I need that package.
Right.
Win, lose, or draw. I need it. It's to the point I can't even tell you what it is. All I can tell you is I need you to get it.
I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you what it's about. I can't even be like, oh, it looks like this. I just need you to go in and grab whatever it is I'm telling you about without me telling you that that's what it is.
Because if it end up in the wrong hands,
oh, they gonna know everything.
I'm gonna be out here looking crazy.
They gonna know everything.
So Denzel and the homie, they on the scene. They're talking to everybody who was already there. You know what I'm saying? Being briefed on the situation.
Bro, them interviews is crazy. Like that.
And
I ain't gonna hold you. That's my favorite part. Like the interviews are probably my favorite part.
So in the same sense that the movie starts at the end, pretty much after everything was all said and done, the way Spike Lee sprinkled in the hostage interviews periodically throughout the movie, knowing, okay, these interviews took place after the fact. So Spike Lee is giving you small doses of information throughout the movie to keep you like on your toes. Like, okay, who is this person they're talking to? What specific information are they trying to get from this particular person?
Right.
What aspect of the robbery is that person able to explain to them to give them information on the case? So the way Spike Lee broke the story up in this movie, I love the fact that he did it like this.
Absolutely. I agree.
Versus start of the movie, bank robbery,
right,
works or it doesn't work, and then let's line everybody up and ask them questions so we can figure out what happened and what we missed and whatever this, that, and third.
And he did it in a way where you didn't feel lost.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro, in which movie? Which movie was talking about? What movie we said?
Who you talking about?
That's all I'm trying to figure out who you talking about.
Ken Win, who you talking
about? But no, man, like the interviews legitimately like were funny because like they low key accusing like everybody that they interview.
They putting everybody feet to the fire.
So how do you know what an AK-47 looks like? I mean, everybody knows what an
AK-47 looks like.
Everybody knows what it looks like. Yeah, you know, everybody that done played a video game and done did something, you know, like. But the one where they had old girl in there, he was like, yeah. So
can you take your jacket?
You take your jacket off. you take your jacket off is wild. She like,
and then they had to bring it back and get super professional. It was like, look, the reason why we actually take all your clothes off,
because
take your clothes off and get butt naked, because you fit the same description as one of the potential robbers, because you know, hair, eye color, height, waist, y'all got the same feet.
Your eye color is similar.
Both of your elbows is ashy, and
your lips line up the same way hers do, and you got them.
And look like Tuesday is both y'all best days. And Denzel was like, cup size. You have the same cup size.
Hey, can you imagine trying to be? Can you imagine trying to be comfortable? I mean, like, well, professional in that situation. You like, you know, you know the things. You know, you got I got the same. You know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, you picking up what I'm putting down?
You got me. Do I have to spell it out for you? I don't know.
You gonna write down a piece of paper?
But bro, it was like and bro, this movie was racist. It was racist. The one cops tackled the dude. Oh, he's a Muslim. I'm like, what?
Oh, they did him dirty.
I said, you can't say that. You can't say that. But they did. They said it.
So they told the cop outside to scram. They go back inside and they yeah. He was one of the police, the local PD. So they go back inside and they line everybody up. They put the bank employees on one side and everybody else on the other side. And it's like, all right,
sure.
I need your keys. I need your cell phones.
Hey.
Everybody put their keys and their cell phone in the back. And they get over to the buddy. He's like a supervisor or something. And it was like,
because he's smarter than everybody.
Hey, where your phone at, cuz?
Oh, I left it at the crib.
I left it at home.
Daryl.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. As I so gently place this 357 Magnum up against your cheek.
What?
Where is your phone?
I know half. I know half. Bro, you start calling the phone, and I ain't gonna hold you. Like, and I think like that's another reason why I like this movie. Like, the intensity that it builds is natural. Because like you like, oh shoot, he calling the phones. Like, what is he doing?
You know what?
One
of these employees
don't worry about
got to in their phone.
Let me go ahead and just start. No, that ain't it. No, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it. Oh, look what we have here.
Look what we have. I know that ain't who I think it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is. Little Big Brother. Phone start ringing.
And what was the ringtone, bro?
Gold Digger. Jamie Foxx, Gold Digger.
So he take him into the office and start putting hands and feet on him. Everybody outside
the ground.
Just like, oh my God, he's getting punched in the face. So he comes back out and was like, is there anybody else here that think they smarter than me? Lil homie, he had to been like 11, 12. He had like a PSP. He was like, hey man, take the video game. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna stall you out. Because you probably can't make no outgoing phone calls on that, so chill. You can keep
nah,
playing.
this was what 2006.
2006.
Yeah, it wasn't no you was sending something out, you wasn't sending, it wasn't that.
Nah. He was like, I'm gonna start you out because ain't nothing about this little handheld game gonna get me jammed up. You can keep, you know what I'm saying, keep playing your little great value GTA.
Yeah, I don't know what game that was. I was like, what is this?
Boy, what? Whatever it was, 20 years old.
It's terrible.
So first they line the employees up one side, everybody else on the other side. So then they do another shuffle. They say, okay, well, this time we want the men on this side and the women on this side. All y'all got to strip, put these dicky suits on.
Get naked.
And old Nancy Kerrigan was like, hey, I ain't going. Clutches pearls. And buddy, he had a little humor about him. He said, lady, look.
Listen.
I promise you, this is the only time
I ever asked you to take
ever asked you to do this.
That man.
Circumstances was different. I would leave you alone.
He said, "Listen, there's one thing I don't want to see."
She was like, "Hey, you got to shoot me, cuz make my day. Shoot me,
punk."
So
you know, old people don't be caring, boy.
This was like that was definitely the 2B version of GTA 5 on the video game.
Old people don't be caring.
This much was smart. Make everybody in here dress the same way we dress.
Facts.
So in the event we need to send anybody out of the building to create a diversion, we can send y'all out, and me and mine can stay on the inside. I said, Facts. You know what, Mike? You're smart.
Facts.
And they shaking like strippers, like, man, they sending me out dressed like y'all. They gonna have guns drawn. How I know they ain't gonna shoot me dead, thinking I'm one of the bank robbers.
Mm-hmm.
So the head guy, Dalton Russell, he is sitting in the office next to the phone because he knows eventually somebody's gonna call that phone.
Right.
And that is exactly what Detective Keith Frazier does. He was like, who has the number to that phone on the inside? And the first like 5-6 times, the buddy did not pick up the phone. He just let it ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't even tripping. Like, you feel me? Y'all on my time.
I ain't got nothing to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Put some pizza rolls in the microwave.
Put some pizza rolls in the microwave. So there's multiple rooms in the bank. They start taking people in groups and putting them in rooms.
Bro, I started thinking Spike Lee might have robbed a bank before, bro. Because the way that I don't know who wrote this, but it was smart. It was smart because the way that they were shuffling them around, like you had like they would shuffle them around. They would put the other bank robbers in there with the other hostages, take people out, switch people. It was smart, man. I don't know, man. You might have.
He might have turned over a new leaf.
I robbed a bank before,
and said, you know what? I'm gonna start directing movies.
I mean, I'm just saying. Man, I don't know if he wrote this. He directed it. But yeah, continue, bro.
So Detective Keith Frazier, you know what I'm saying? He on the outside trying to piece it together, trying to cater his plan of attack to figure out what's going on. And I think after a while, he finally gets Mr. Russell on the phone, start having a little chit chat with him, say, hey, I'm Detective Keith Frazier, I'm with the negotiation team, this, that, third. And I think the first communication that he gives back and was like, hey, there's 50 hostages in here and they hungry. So immediately, like, the female cop was like, whatever you do not send sandwiches. And he was like, why? He was like, because sandwiches, it's such an individualized form of food. Get them pizza. Everybody got to huddle around the pizza. We put transmitters in the pizza so we can try to get some audio from the inside. You feel me? And he was like, you know what? You're smart. And hell, eventually, Arthur Case came down and was like, hey, I'm the owner of the bank. You know what I'm saying? I was just going to sit in here with y'all. And Denzel was like, nah, don't worry about it, big dog.
No, we good.
No, we good. You ain't got to do that. If we need you, we'll call you.
Facts. But like, I mean, and I know like you write the character like the way it's supposed to be. I just feel like the bank, I love how strong of a lead Denzel was in this, but Buddy was playing chess. He was so many moves ahead. But even though Denzel was a smart man, because he knew something was up, he just couldn't put his finger on it. Because Buddy had already had the plan. He had the perfect plan. And was executing it perfectly. But also, you know, Denzel was a smart detective. Detective Frazier. It was just funny because I think at this point, like they get the pieces in, and then they start hearing these conversations going on. They trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, somebody's like, that's Russian. He was like, man, my boy, like one of the officers was like, oh man, if my guys go in there and get shot up and all this other stuff, he was like, man, listen, hey, chill out. Chillax. Take a chill pill, eat a chill sandwich, and relax your mind. I got this. So they start asking people, yo, who speak Russian? Like, man, I don't know nobody speak no Russian. So they said, hey man, play it on the speaker, man. Play it on the Bluetooth. Put it on the Bluetooth, play it outside, let's see who can hear it. And somebody was like, hey man, that ain't Russian, cuz that's Albanian. Like, all right, what they saying?
How the hell you know?
I don't know. He said my wife's Albanian.
He was like, how the
my
hell
ex-wife.
My ex-wife and her parents was Albanian. I don't know what they saying, but I promise you, 100% Albanian.
He done been yelled at before. He done been yelled at before in the language. He don't know what's going on. So he like, hey man, hey, get your ex-wife down here. Man, I ain't doing that. Man, get your ex-wife down there. All right, fine. I'll get my ex-wife down there. So he get his ex-wife down there, and she like, hey man, I need y'all to take care of all these tickets. All these tickets.
Not scratch your back, you scratch mine.
She started laughing. She was like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I know who that is. Like, who you know who that is?
That's the ex-president.
That Ray down? That Ray down?
Denzel was like, nigga, did you just say the ex-president?
The ex-president robbing the bank? Nah, the ex-president is 6 feet under. Oh, this is a recording, big dog. They playing y'all.
Whole time, this man's sitting in the vault eating pizza with the little homie playing a video game.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, man, what's that game you playing?
Some game
the graphics were so trash.
Hey,
but
man,
his demeanor was so like regular, because even in the interview with him and his dad, Frank was like, were you scared? Like, no, I was scared. Nigga, I'm from Brooklyn, son.
I spray all y'all. The game was definitely racist. The big racist.
No, I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn, cuz.
And then he was like, yeah, next time send sandwiches.
That was, yeah. Like I said, man, chestnut chicken.
The tit for tat was because Denzel was smart as hell. The lead bank robber was smart as hell. Like, he was on some Joker type shit.
Mm-hmm. He did keep
like,
playing.
I'm dressing all of us up alike, so you can't tell who is who. And I'm calling everybody Stevie, Steve,
some form of Steve.
Some form of Steve.
Steven, Stefan. Yeah. So again, like I said, they're having like these little interviews and stuff throughout. So he sends one of the hostages out, and one of the hostages happens to be I forgot what he said. He was Hindu, right?
They was like, oh fuck, he's an Arab. He was like, I'm not Arab, I'm something.
I think he said he was Hindu.
Probably, and he was like, "Look, I'm not saying a word until y'all give me my
I
goddamn
ain't
dirt."
asking. I'm not answering. Nah, till I get my dog on turban back. It's for my religion. Now y'all keep playing with me, and I ain't gonna answer
Whatever
nothing.
happened to civil rights?
Mm-hmm. Everywhere I go. Hey, and he said, I bet you get a cab though. He was like, it's perks or something. I was like, hey, wrap this up. It's movie racist. It's gotta be racist.
He was like, "I go through TSA. I always get randomly selected.
Mm-hmm.
All these other different places I go, and I get discriminated against." He was like, "Shit, I bet you get a cab though."
Why throughout this whole movie, boy, it was just like it was
So he
sprinkled in.
really said that.
He said, I bet you get a cab though. I was like, dang, it's wild. True, but wild. True, very true. But absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was a bit much.
Mm-hmm. Then my man, so he tells him about, about what's going on, man. He's like, hey man, he basically telling him the same thing everybody else been telling him. They don't know what's going on. They keep everybody blindfolded. They keep everybody in groups. Everybody got to dress the same. You take your blindfold off. You getting beat up because it was one dude who felt like, I ain't about to wear this. I ain't about to wear this thing, man. I'm tired. Man, forget
We're
Debo.
talking cash money shit.
Boy, they came in that room
Until they was dragging him across the bank by his feet.
He talking about no. And then again, put hands and footses on this man. It's like, dang, dog.
Oh, keep talking that same shit.
No, he was good. He was good a little minute ago, dog. Yeah, he was good.
You was about to rally up the troops, huh?
Mm-hmm. You realize they weren't playing that, and they stomping a mud hole in your butt.
Looking at your gun butt. Just to the face. Huh.
Gone. So that's when Bill and Detective Frazier have a conversation with the young lady because she was telling the story about the dude that kept acting crazy. And then they allow her to go back in. Because it was two ladies, right?
You had Madeline White, who was played by Jodie Foster.
No. Two busty women in the
That was a part of the heist.
well, remember he said it was a woman that matched the description. And it was two women. And both of them had very large,
Cups.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was two. I think it was two women that he was that they were describing that had chesticles. Excuse me. But yeah. So by this point, yeah, it was another one. But by this point, you had Denzel go inside the bank to meet up with Buddy. and they're talking, and he's showing them the hostages and stuff. And he's showing them, everybody's safe. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't hurt nobody yet.
But prior to Denzel going in, he had the conversation with Jodie Foster's character, right? When she went in there and was like, "Hey, that safe deposit box. Look, I just need you to grab some."
Oh yeah. So she went in.
He was like, "Oh, you talking about this?"
Mm-hmm.
And she was looking like, "How did this nigga know I was coming here for the ask for this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he told the story about how he pretty much laid out his entire motivation for why he was like, "This isn't about me robbing the bank. It was I made a plan for this bank specifically because I knew about this. Because the nigga who owned this bank, crooked than a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't even about the bank. This is about who owned the bank.
Right.
So I'm gonna keep this. You feel me? And you can kick rocks.
Basically.
And then, like you said, eventually we get to the point where Denzel goes in and they pretty much showing him like, hey, this is where we at with it right now. And it's time for me to sit down with you and give you my list of demands.
Right. And he basically was telling them like, yo, I need a chopper. Get all these people up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. He's like, man, look. And he's like, all right, man, I'm gonna get you your chopper. And then as they're walking out, Denzel found this opportunity. Well, he didn't really have one, but he said, man,
he snuffed.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try it. So they rolling down the stairs and Buddy help me. He was like, help. So one of his guys come down and get some up off of him.
Because one-on-one, Denzel had him.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel had him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So he's like, all right. One of his boys was like, man, look, you gonna keep playing around. And you
letting them get too close.
You letting them get too close. What we gonna do? Because you don't let them get too close. Now what? Now what we gonna do? So basically, he called Denzel. He was like, hey man, how's your reception out there? He's like, man, what you talking about, man? What you talking about? He said, hey, pay attention to this. And yeah, he pretty much unalived somebody. And I like this shot of how he had Denzel.
This was the most Spike Lee thing ever.
Streamline for the door.
That was
and
like
Denzel just started snapping.
Like I said, yo, that is the most Spike Lee thing ever.
Very much so, very much so. But it was a cool little moment where he has Denzel's character basically fly to the door to confront Dalton. And he's basically like, man, look, I told you to stay away from it, but here you go. And this kind of like puts, I guess, all the plans into like serious motion, because Denzel gets pulled from everything or whatever. He's like, all right, it come down like, hey man, look, shoot, you did your thing.
Went down there. It was like everything was cool until I got a call at 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to get out of my bed just to find out that he clapped one of the hostages. So hey, go ahead and clock out.
Go ahead, clock out for real quick. All right,
This is one thing that I got this call.
Mm-hmm.
But to get this call at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and clock out.
Go ahead and clock out for me real fast. Push that button. So William Dafoe's character just takes over. And then they're like, yeah, man, look, we about to go inside. We about to go in we're gonna use, they trying to figure out what to do. Like, do we shoot the hostages or what? So they start thinking, they said, okay, babe, we're gonna use rubber bullets. We're gonna use rubber bullets, we're gonna take everybody out. We're gonna use rubber bullets. So
it was like, how we know who the hostages and who ain't? And it was like, well, unfortunately,
shoot everybody.
We not gonna know who the op is until they start shooting at us first.
Mm-hmm. So that they don't shoot at us, you know, then they're not the op. But yeah, so they make this plan to go in, and Denzel's character is like, man, shoot, I don't even care no more, man. Look, I done got my big call. You know what I'm saying? I done did my stuff. I'm about to be big dog now.
Detective first grade, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got the promotion.
He said, man, I done got my big stuff, my big dog call. So, you know, whatever's left, hey, that's on somebody else. So they go in, and of course they start blasting everybody up because they don't know who is who. And then you kind of see all the characters except for the character that plays Dalton get arrested. And they arrest everybody. And while they're doing that, Denzel goes to holler at Jodie Foster's character. And she like, man, look, if you really want to play this game, you know what I'm saying, I can have your badge. You know what I'm saying? You won't be doing nothing. Won't be doing nothing at all. So Denzel plays it a record, and he's like, hey, look, he ain't the only one that could play these games, you know? So she's like, well, you know, congratulations. You won the big one. You won the big one. So everybody's trying to figure out what's so specific about this safe or this bank that nobody took no money, no nothing. Because that was the one thing when they went in, like, man, look, everything's still here. Everything is still here. So
D-boy robbed the bank, didn't take a dime.
Didn't take a dime. Well, then they owe somebody, man. They kill somebody, and we can't find nobody. So they can't find nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then they come across the little trick thing or whatever. Like, dang, man. Well, we ain't really got no case. So that's when Denzel goes to Mr. Arthur Case. He like, hey, what's up? What's up, man? I'm confused, man. You know, because if I rob somebody, if I'm taking something, I'm leaving with something.
Leaving out with something.
I'm leaving out here with something. But they broke in, man, and they left everything. So you know, what's up with that safe deposit box that you don't even know about?
You feel me? Because when I did my research,
you know,
I had to go all the way back to 1948. You want to know why I had to go back to 1948? I'm gonna tell you why I had to go back to 1948. Because you built this bank in 1948, and from the day that this bank was built, there was no record whatsoever for deposit box 392. But yet, you got something that's detrimental to your entire career in that box. But ain't no records on. So don't you lie to me, cuz. So he was like, you know what? I don't think you be needing me any further, detective. He was like, no. No, don't try to duck the smoke, bro. I need the fate.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna find out what's going on. So
it was a ring in there
on.
too, aside from the whatever was in that thing with the Nazi sticker. There was a diamond ring there too.
Right. So basically, Denzel's he's still riding around trying to figure out stuff. Jodie Foster's character goes to meet with Arthur, and he like, hey man, we good? Like, your boy Zell, he good? She like, man, look, he don't like you. He don't like you. I mean, I don't really like you. I don't like you at all. I feel like you're trash. I feel like you're dirt. I feel like there's dirt, there's mud, there's sediment, and then there's you. You're trash. You're big trash. But you know what? I gotta go help out the devil's offspring. So, you know what I'm saying? As much as I think you ain't worth nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to take this check that you gave me because I'm not gonna leave the check. I'm gonna take my money. And I'm about to go do something else. This dastard.
So, the man said, I need you to prepare me a plane. And Denzel was like, nigga, where you think I'm gonna get a plane from in 48 hours?
Where you flying to? You ain't flying.
Like, nobody who came to work today was prepared to deal with this.
At all. So at this point, Denzel's going back to the bank. He's like, man, I got to check out what's in that safe deposit box. So Denzel go to check out what's in the safe deposit box. And while he's there, Dalton's character is getting ready to walk out. So he leaves something for Denzel in the box. And he walks out. He bumps into him on purpose. Said, I need you to know I was here. So Denzel finds what he leaves him. He's like, man, I don't know what's going on, dog.
Follow green.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he pulled up on Mr. Case.
That's when he pulled up on Mr. Case.
Let me holler at you,
yeah, he said, let me holler at you. I don't like the way that you've been doing things. You ain't, y'all too. Because I think he was with the mayor at the time. And he was like, there's an old saying, when there's blood on the ground, buy land or something like that. And so he's like, yeah, man. But one of the funniest things was when he talked to his chief, and the chief was like, hey, man, we hear something crazy? And we found that money, man. We found that missing money. He said, it was at my house. It was at my mama's house. It was on my cash app. Maybe it was underneath the mattress. No, I don't want to hear about it, cuz. And the movie ends with Dalton walking out, and Denzel realizing when he put his hand in his pocket, he like, dang, I had him right there. And the movie ends with Denzel with this fine behind sister getting ready to put some candy in her pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They were getting ready to wrestle. You were gonna give her that ham jam. Sexual chocolate.
But then he found a diamond in his pocket.
He found that ring in his pocket. You know, she really about to give it to me now.
Then he went to the mayor while he was eating dinner, putting the mayor on blast.
Mm-hmm. Everybody on blast. But yeah, great movie, man. One of Denzel's best movies, in my opinion. A thriller, but one of Spike Lee's, if not Spike Lee's best movie. Yeah, man. What you rating this?
The ending definitely makes you go back and backtrack all of the interviews that they did. So it's like, okay, who was involved, who was capping, who was really, you know what I'm saying, the inside man. Like Spike Lee did a big one. This I give this movie I give it a 3.5.
I can see that. I definitely say the same. I give it a 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5. Yeah, a good whodunit is always a great thing. Matter of fact, I give it a 4. I give it a 4. Just because I think, as I said, I think this is Spike Lee's best movie. I think that everybody talks about range with Denzel, and I feel like this is another one of those movies where he just kind of shows that range. And just a great supporting cast, man. Kind of a great message, as well. And just like a really good like plot, man. Like the movie you don't really know what's going on until the end of the movie.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on until the end of the movie. So yeah, I give it a 4.5. 4 out of 5.
Type shit.
We appreciate y'all for coming in and kicking it with us. We will be back on Tuesday with something good for y'all. Another Black directed film. Shout out to our other cast members who couldn't be here today. And yeah, we're gonna get on up out of this thing. Let y'all get ready for tomorrow. Some of y'all off. And I hope you get a hole in your sock. I hope you get a hole in your sock and your toe stick out while you walking. So you gotta take off your shoe.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm just saying. Anyway, love y'all, man. And we'll catch y'all back here on Tuesday. Been another episode of the Popcorn in Your Beard podcast. I'm your host, Rashad.
And I am the King MOE, aka Muhammad Ali. I'll let y'all on Tuesday.
And we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Before to cut everybody off, like that.
That's wild, bro.
Where are we coming up with these questions? Orgy going on? My man, he's a show.
She aged like cheese. Speak on it, brother. Speak on it. Practically become Bruce Wayne.
What we gotta do, Mika?
Push the goddamn button, man.